Dragons. They haunt our stories, they ignite our imaginations. These mythical creatures have been a part of human folklore for centuries, appearing in the tales and legends of cultures around the world. From the fire-breathing monsters of European lore to the wise and benevolent dragons of Asian mythology, these creatures have captured our collective consciousness in ways that few other mythical beings have. These scaled, fire-breathing behemoths embody power, mystery, and the unknown. They're often depicted as guardians of great treasures or as formidable adversaries to heroes and adventurers. Their very presence in a story adds an element of danger and excitement, a challenge to be overcome. Across cultures, dragons hold a sacred space in our myths and legends. In China, dragons are symbols of power, strength, and good fortune. They are often associated with water and weather, believed to bring rain and prosperity. In contrast, European dragons are typically seen as malevolent creatures, hoarding gold and wreaking havoc. They are both revered and feared, symbols of destruction and divinity. This duality makes them fascinating subjects for storytellers and artists alike. The dragon's ability to inspire both awe and terror speaks to its complex nature and the deep-seated emotions it evokes in us. One question has always lingered: did these magnificent creatures ever stand united? The idea of dragons coming together, setting aside their differences and forming alliances, is a tantalizing one. It suggests a level of intelligence and social structure that goes beyond mere animalistic behavior. The image of a dragon legion, wings darkening the sky, evokes a sense of awe and terror. Such a sight would be both majestic and terrifying, a force of nature that could change the course of history. But is this merely a fantasy, or does it hold a grain of truth? Could there have been a time when dragons, those solitary, enigmatic beings, ever joined forces for a common cause? This question leads us to delve deeper into the annals of mythology and folklore. This essay delves into the annals of mythology and folklore. We will explore ancient texts, unravel cryptic folklore, and chase whispers of dragon alliances. Our journey takes us from east to west, examining the different ways in which dragons have been portrayed and understood. We seek to uncover whether dragons, those solitary, enigmatic beings, ever joined forces. Were they capable of setting aside their monstrous egos for a common cause? Could they have formed alliances, or were they doomed to remain solitary creatures, each guarding its own territory? Were they capable of setting aside their monstrous egos for a common cause? The idea of dragons working together, combining their strengths and abilities, is a compelling one. It suggests a level of cooperation and mutual respect that is rarely seen in the animal kingdom. Let us explore the world of dragons together. Our journey will take us through the rich tapestry of dragon lore, from the ancient myths of the East to the medieval legends of the West. We will examine the evidence, both historical and mythical, to see if there is any truth to the idea of dragon alliances. Our journey takes us from east to west. We will explore the different ways in which dragons have been portrayed and understood in various cultures, from the wise and benevolent dragons of Chinese mythology to the fearsome and destructive dragons of European legend. We will seek to understand the true nature of these enigmatic creatures. We will examine ancient texts, unravel cryptic folklore, and chase whispers of dragon alliances. Our quest is to separate myth from potential reality in the enigmatic history of dragons. By delving into the stories and legends of the past, we hope to uncover the truth about these fascinating creatures. Our quest to separate myth from potential reality in the enigmatic history of dragons. Join us as we embark on this journey, exploring the mysteries and wonders of the dragon world. Together we will seek to uncover the truth behind the legends and discover whether these magnificent creatures ever truly existed in the way our stories suggest. In Eastern mythology, dragons are often seen as benevolent creatures, revered and respected by those who believe in their power and wisdom. These mythical beings are not just figments of imagination, but are deeply embedded in the cultural and spiritual fabric of many Eastern societies. They are wise, majestic beings associated with good fortune, prosperity, and the natural world. Their presence is believed to bring about positive changes, ensuring bountiful harvests and protection from natural calamities. The dragon's influence extends beyond mere folklore, impacting the daily lives and practices of people. Chinese dragons, in particular, are seen as guardians and bringers of rain. They're often depicted in festivals and celebrations, symbolizing their importance in agricultural societies where rain is crucial for survival. The dragon dance, a vibrant and dynamic performance, is a testament to their revered status. They are integral to the cosmic balance, embodying yin and yang energies. This duality represents the harmony of opposites, a fundamental concept in Eastern philosophy. Dragons, with their ability to balance these energies, are seen as essential to maintaining the equilibrium of the universe. However, even in these cultures, dragons are not always portrayed as a united force. There are tales of conflict and discord where dragons represent opposing elements and ideologies. These stories highlight the complexity of their nature, showing that even the most revered beings can have their struggles. Take, for example, the rivalry between the azure dragon of the east and the white tiger of the west. This legendary conflict symbolizes the eternal struggle between different forces, each vying for dominance. The azure dragon, associated with spring and the element of wood, contrasts sharply with the white tiger, linked to autumn and the element of metal. These celestial beings represent opposing forces. Their battles are not just physical but also symbolic, reflecting the broader themes of balance and conflict in the natural world. The interplay between fire and water, creation and destruction, is a recurring motif in these myths. They clash in a perpetual struggle for dominance. This ongoing conflict serves as a reminder of the delicate balance that must be maintained in the universe. It is a dance of power and resistance where neither side can afford to relent. Japanese mythology tells of Yamata no Orochi, a monstrous eight-headed serpent slain by the storm god Susanoo. This tale is a vivid example of the chaotic and destructive potential of serpentine beings. Yamata no Orochi's defeat by Susanoo is celebrated as a triumph of order over chaos. This fearsome creature, while not strictly a dragon, embodies the destructive potential of serpentine beings. Its many heads and immense size make it a formidable adversary, representing the ultimate challenge for heroes and gods alike. It highlights the chaotic nature often attributed to dragons. These beings, while capable of great good, also possess the potential for immense destruction. This duality is a key aspect of their mythology, making them both revered and feared. Despite these instances of rivalry, there are also tales of unity. Stories where dragons come together to achieve a common goal, showcasing their ability to cooperate and maintain harmony. These narratives provide a counterbalance to the tales of conflict, highlighting the multifaceted nature of dragons. The dragon kings of the four seas, for example, are said to rule the waters in harmony. Each dragon king governs a specific sea, working together to ensure the well-being of their domain. Their cooperation is a symbol of unity and collective strength. They cooperate to maintain balance and protect their realm. This harmonious relationship among the dragon kings serves as an ideal, illustrating the potential for peace and collaboration even among powerful beings. It is a reminder that unity can be achieved through mutual respect and understanding. Western dragons differ significantly from their Eastern counterparts. Often depicted as winged, fire-breathing reptiles, they are generally seen as fearsome predators. They hoard treasure, terrorize villages, and embody chaos and destruction. The image of the lone dragon guarding its hoard in a desolate mountain lair is pervasive in Western literature and folklore. This portrayal emphasizes their solitary nature and territorial instincts. However, even in Western mythology, there are hints of dragon unity. The legend of the Hydra, a multi-headed serpent slain by Hercules, suggests that these creatures could exist in a collective form. Each head, while possessing a degree of autonomy, was part of a larger interconnected being. Furthermore, medieval bestiaries often depict dragons as social creatures. They are said to mate for life, and some accounts describe them living in loosely organized groups. When dragons collide, let's delve into specific instances where dragons are depicted as working together. Throughout mythology and folklore, dragons are often portrayed as solitary, fearsome creatures. However, there are fascinating tales that highlight their ability to cooperate and work towards a common goal. One compelling example comes from the ancient Greek myth of Jason and the Argonauts. In this story, Jason embarks on a perilous journey to retrieve the Golden Fleece. a symbol of authority and kingship. His quest is fraught with danger and he faces numerous challenges along the way. The sorceress Medea, daughter of a dragon king, aids Jason in his quest for the Golden Fleece. Medea's involvement is crucial, as she possesses knowledge and magical abilities that are indispensable to Jason's success. Her dragon lineage grants her powers that are beyond the reach of ordinary humans. Medea's magical abilities, inherited from her dragon lineage, prove essential to Jason's success. She uses her powers to help Jason overcome various obstacles, including taming the fire-breathing bulls and outsmarting the sleepless dragon that guards the Golden Fleece. This story suggests a degree of cooperation between humans and dragons, albeit through the intermediary of a half-dragon sorceress. It highlights how the unique abilities of dragons can be harnessed for a shared purpose, bridging the gap between two very different species. Another intriguing example comes from Norse mythology. In these ancient tales, dragons often play significant roles, and their actions can have profound consequences for the world. The dragon Nidhogg, who dwells beneath the world tree Yggdrasil, is said to constantly gnaw at its roots. This act is part of a larger cosmic cycle representing the forces of destruction and renewal. However, Nidhogg is not alone in this endeavor. He is accompanied by a host of other serpents, all working together to bring about the destruction of the world tree. This collective effort underscores the idea that even creatures as formidable as dragons can collaborate when their goals align. He is accompanied by a host of other serpents, all working together to bring about the destruction of the world tree. This collective effort underscores the idea that even creatures as formidable as dragons can collaborate when their goals align. These examples, while not depicting dragons as a unified force in the traditional sense, demonstrate their capacity for cooperation and shared purpose, whether through the magical assistance of a half-dragon sorceress or the collective effort of serpents gnawing at the roots of Yggdrasil. These tales reveal a different side of dragons, one where they can work together to achieve a common goal. This cooperation, though rare, adds a layer of complexity to our understanding of these mythical creatures. The Hydra, a multi-headed serpent from Greek mythology, presents a unique perspective on dragon unity. This monstrous creature, with its ability to regrow two heads for every one severed, embodies a paradoxical form of unity. Each head, while capable of independent action, is ultimately part of a larger organism. The Hydra's strength lies in its multiplicity, in the interconnectedness of its many heads. This concept of unity through multiplicity can be applied to dragons as a whole. While individual dragons may be solitary creatures, driven by instinct and territoriality, they are all part of a larger archetype. They share a common ancestry, a set of defining characteristics, and a powerful presence in human mythology. In this sense, dragons can be seen as a unified force, not through conscious alliance, but through their shared essence and their enduring impact on the human psyche.